Listen, do you hear it? That distant growl beneath the sky, like a giant stirring in his sleep, that low rumble that shivers through the earth, setting your bones on edge. That is no mere noise, that is Raijin. Before the land was carved with roads, before the fields were tamed into rice paddies, the forests ran wild, and the mountains spoke only to the sea. Above them all, the sky was a kingdom of gods, fierce, untamed, their tempers as wild as the winds, their gifts as deadly as their wrath. And among them was Raijin, the god of thunder, drummer of the heavens, whose voice was both a blessing and a curse. Raijin was no gentle god. He wore the storm upon his skin, red and black like the embers of a fire that refuses to die. His eyes flashed white like the heart of a lightning bolt. Around him his great drums turned in the air, taiko drums as large as boulders, marked with symbols older than memory, and when he raised his hand and struck them, boom! The sky would split, the ground would tremble, and the storm would be unleashed. The farmers knew his name well. When the skies darkened and the first rumble rolled across the valley, they would stop, hoes still in hand, sweat dripping from their brows. They would look up, hearts tight with both hope and dread. For the drums could bring the rain they prayed for, to flood the paddies and swell the rivers, or they could call down floods that would rip their homes from the earth, leaving nothing but mud and sorrow. Raijin was feared, but he was respected. But there is more. There is a darker tale whispered from mother to child when the storm rattles the roof. Raijin hungers, not for rice, nor sak, nor fish from the sea. Raijin hungers for the navels of children. When the thunder crashes and the sky flashes white, mothers clutch their little ones, pressing their small hands over soft bellies. Cover your navel, they warn, lest Raijin take you. You see, the navel is the mark of life, the cord that once bound you to your mother, to the world that gave you breath. Raijin, god of thunder, god of rain, god of the storm. He holds power over life and death. The rain that gives life to the fields is the same storm that can steal a child from its mother's arms. The storm feeds, as the earth feeds. Life is taken, as life is given. This is the truth beneath the fear. Raijin reminds us we are not above nature, we are part of it. And sometimes the price of life is loss. Raijin does not roam the skies alone. Beside him flies his brother, Fujin, god of wind. His skin is grey like the storm cloud, his hair whipped wild by the gale. He carries a great sack, and when he opens it, the winds scream forth, ripping branches, toppling homes, tearing sails from ships. Together, Raijin and Fujin dance. When their steps are measured, their music is good, rain to quench the soil, wind to carry the cool breath of the sky. But when their dance turns wild, when Raijin's drums pound too fast and Fujin's winds howl in frenzy, then comes the typhoon, then comes the flood, then comes ruin. And yet the farmers do not curse them, for to curse the storm is to curse the rain. To curse the gods is to deny the life they bring, even when it comes with death. The storm and the harvest are one. There is an old story, half remembered now, of a village that once stood at the foot of the mountains. One year the rains did not come. The sun beat down day after day, turning the fields to dust and the rivers to memory. The villagers prayed, offered rice and sake, but the sky was silent. Then an elder remembered the oldest song, the song of the drums. The villagers gathered. They brought their own drums, small, crude, stretched skins worn with age, and they played, not in fear, not in begging, but in rhythm. They played to speak to Raijin, to speak his language. Hands bled on the drum skins, voices cracked as they sang, but they did not stop. On the third day the sky answered, first a distant growl, then the great boom of Raijin's drum. The heavens split open, and the rain came, heavy but not angry. The fields drank deeply, and the village was saved. From that day the village was known for its drummers. For generations they would play when the clouds gathered, not to beg, but to join the song, to speak with the storm, not fight it. Raijin's drums still echo in the sky. When the thunder rolls, it is not just noise, it is the voice of life and death. The farmers of old knew this well. They did not seek to master the storm, nor to hide from it. They sought to exist within it, to dance with the thunder, to drum with the rain. So when you hear the storm, do not only cover your ears. Listen, you may hear the drums of Raijin, and if you are brave, Perhaps you will learn to dance.